This is Ethan Meeks. I am going to scream until I lose my voice. I looked up on the internet that if you have anger to release, you should be screaming with a pillow as to not alarm your neighbors. I have my pillow here, and I mean, like, there's some things that have been really bothering me recently. My Pikachu fork got stolen. Before I go into the shadowy depths of pillow screaming, it's really good to see you guys. Okay, set the timer in 3.
I have a story to tell. You can't go into a shop and say, can I get 1 pepperoni? They will give you 1 pepperoni.
Starting out, this New York City sampler with a pizza is kind of a great way to start, in my opinion. Who knew screaming made your neck have to crack? Waiting for the Bira. And up next on this New York City sampler, Bira tacos. Pretty great way to level up this challenge.
There's really only one way I can explain this. A meat gusher. It hits you like a steel brick.
I have a story.
Okay, I still have my voice. And it was limited edition. That's like the most annoying part of it. Yes, with normal things, you could get a replacement, but mine was 1 of 1. One time when my grandma... I can make a total song right now and be like, yeah, I'm a teenager. Yeah, I'm just eat. Yeah! Stop the clock. I'm gonna be honest. Holy shit. I'm gonna be... This one time in English class, teach. Instead of, whatever the frick we're gonna be learning about, what if we watch Pride and Prejudice? She was like, no, Ethan, we can't watch Pride and Prejudice. I pulled up my sleeve. I grabbed the stapler from her desk and I opened it up and I said, yes, we will. We're gonna watch Pride and Prejudice. And she was like, no, Ethan, don't do that. We're watching Pride and Prejudice. Oh my gosh, Ethan, stop. 3 more. Come on. Look at all this pain I'm going through. This is like my favorite movie. We only have to watch like 30 minutes, like just to start, 13, 12, 11.
I have a story.
A true battle of the sweet and savories. Dude, I think there was like a chunk of something in your drink. I'm finding that as far as boba tea goes, you don't need it as much as everything else. I still have my fucking voice. Halloween is coming up on Amazon, on Spirit. Just looking for a Pikachu costume. And I ordered it, but the problem is I don't actually have an address. Like, I got it sent to this like other place. They advertise it as like this 3-dimensional like triangle Some would call it a pyramid, and it's got like a front door, and they advertise it as like, okay, send your mail here, you know, it's just a pyramid for mail. I sent my Pikachu costume there because I don't have another address to send it to. And I get to the pyramid and I open it up. It looks exactly like it did in the picture, but it's just like an empty room inside. And I was thinking like,
Most people regularly need insurance.
Car accident.
Car accident, having hot water, plumbing, electricity, keep the lights on,
Reasonable means of transportation.
and as far as Boba goes,
All pretty low on that list.
I think maybe the lowest one.
Just, yep.
Next up on this New York City sampler is Boba. Seems like a pretty good way to wash down our last two candidates.
It's getting harder and harder to scream because I have less and less vocal juice to freaking let out. I've reached this plateau. I really fear that it's just gonna hurt more and more to scream, and I'm still gonna sound like this dude that's like, yo man, I'm one of them dudes. I like to play sport dudes, and they take their shirts off and they're in their underwear and I wish they could kick each other in the balls still, you know, that was the good old days. And I fear that I've plateaued. Yo dude, you don't even need that Pikachu fork like I do, dude. I could like be eating so many dishes with it. Dude, you're a baby. I said you could look at it, I didn't say you could mount it, bro. Man, all up on my throne, man. I kind of want to watch a movie or something. I'm getting bored.
Next up here on this New York City sampler, an ube cheese tart. We mostly picked this one for the cuteness factor. Pretty good way to keep this thing moving.
Purple is one of my favorite colors, not one of my favorite flavors. Oh, I have the story about how a few days ago I just couldn't stop thinking about purple. I bought these beautiful purple flowers.
I can pretty confidently say that the only thing going for this is the cuteness factor.
When you've been screaming for a minute, your head starts to just feel so pressurized. Like 90% of the scream is coming out of your mouth, but 10% is going through that little nose canal at the roof of your mouth into your brain, just filling up with that scream air. I feel like my head is turning into like a mushroom shape.
Next up on the New York City sampler, a burger.
New York's burger.
New York's burger.
New York's burger!
Seems like a pretty good way to... I'm getting pretty full.
Aren't you guys coming?
This is not your stop. Jesus.
It's kind of a messed up video. I have to pretend like this is fun. Grandma, I love you. But in the face of that Pikachu lunchbox, I love nothing else.
Alright, next up on the New York City sampler, your slushie. Seems like a great way to add Leo Witeki to our challenge.
Hello everyone, I have a story. When you order it with mixed colors, such as red and blue, the guy will go, it's like Spider-Man.
How to lose voice. Okay, I just switched the battery in my camera and ate a bunch of salty foods. I guess my voice has turned out to be pretty relentless. One of those fighter girls.
Next up on the New York City sampler, Dubai chocolate bar.
And free macarons from?
We gotta blur that and bleep that hash it out. I feel like this is a great way to add a little dessert to an already great sampler challenge lineup.
I don't like them. My throat is coated in a film.
Christmas is awesome here. Kwanzaa and whatever the frick you celebrate.
Oh, weak. Finally.
That's fun. This one.
I think my sweet tooth is satisfied. And next up on the New York City sampler is some nachos. And it seems kind of like the perfect way to kick it off into nacho mode.
Not your mode.
Bro, it's hurting so bad.
That's why they say yo.
Nice.
I want one with cheese. Yeah, there's not enough cheese on these nachos. What the fuck? I mean, I have a story.
Some guac. Oh, here we go again.
One time, I was going through the Taco Bell drive-thru with some of my friends. When we pulled up to the window, the dude was like, "You would not like me to come into your house and wreak havoc in your home." And we were like,
That's a true story, man.
"You was there."
Oh.
Emoji shirt. Hey!
Last up on the New York City sampler.
Poland Springs.
Some water to wash it all down.
I think for my next video, I'm gonna challenge myself to do something that I enjoy doing. Never been much of a screamer, to be honest.
I think that's an excellent way